There's something in prison called a hard check. I don't know if you're familiar with that term, but a hard check is the testing of how hard you are. Time has gotten a little bit easier for me. Prison was never hard. It was never easy for me. But I became a very well likable guy in there, where the people that first doubted me started believing in me the more that I conducted myself, and was just there for people, gave people respect, and played basketball a lot. I think a lot of people liked me because I was more athletic, and I was picked as one of the only white guys to play basketball.
When you say showed respect, what's that look like? Just
so
you've been in here longer.
So
I'm not a know-it-all. I'm not a dick, or is it?
No, I just kind of carried myself with treating people how I wanted to be treated, right? And I've always been a guy who respected authority. I respected the guards. I didn't ever lash out. I didn't start fights. I've had to finish them a few times, but none of those fights ever got recorded because it was real quick. We went down to the lieutenant's office. He saw what I was in there for. He saw the person who did this, who tried doing this to me, and it was over. He said, "Go back to your cell, Kelly," and took the other guy to ag. And so there was multiple occasions in that situation. But I think as time went on, the longer you are in prison, it had a factor in it. You're not the new person on the block anymore. There's new fish coming into the unit, and all the focus of hazing, and there's something in prison called a hard check. I don't know if you're familiar with that term, but a hard check is the testing of how hard you are, which means how hard you are is how tough you are. If you can take a beating, everybody gets one. There's a specific area that's a blind spot in units for those things, and guards, they turn their back. They know what's going down. In this unit, there's something called the red door by the rec yard. So people of your color will come to you and see how hard you are if you're going to fight. Because in their mind, they think that if something pops off, you're going to get with the whites, or you're going to get with the Hispanics, or you're going to get with the blacks. And it's all about color. It's very twisted and it's distorted. I got hard checked. And I'm going to say one thing. You never win a fight in prison. Ever. If you win a fight, another one's coming to you with more people. It's as simple as that. You beat up one person, there's going to be 3 people on you next. If you're bigger and you're stronger and you have more muscles, they're going to come prepared with guys that are your size. It's as simple as that. Now, as you prove yourself that you're not a bitch, you can now walk around prison as, you know what, he holds his own, leave him alone. Right? So I had a little bit of that going for me. And I also was very smart on where I went. I didn't go to stupid areas where I knew that drugs were happening, where, people were being pimped out. Like, dudes were literally being pimped out. And I never put myself in a situation to ever witness anything. Because the moment you witness something, you now become an accessory to that crime. And I never put myself in a position where if something was happening to somebody, I turned my back and walked in the opposite direction. Because the moment you see that, you now get in a position to be a eyewitness, and then you now get forced to become an informant in that situation by a lieutenant in the lieutenant's office. Because these guards, they are dirty. They are extremely dirty. They will tell you, you can tell us what you saw, or we can put you 2 weeks in solitary confinement, no visits. Solitary confinement is a 5x9 cell, 24 hours in for 2 weeks straight. Very limited food, or you find a piece of shit in your food. That's just how it is. And that's where I found myself is after just one of those, I became very smart on how I went about prison.
Hey, what's up? Thanks for checking out my videos here on the JESS Marshall YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe for sure. Hit that bell. Press that button to watch the next video. If you got a question you have about any of the topics I bring up in the videos, drop a question below, and we'll be sure to get an answer back to you ASAP. See you on the next one.